Let's begin with the news coming in. A massive fire broke out at a restaurant in Delhi's Malviya Nagar area on Wednesday morning. As per the reports that we have, 21 killed in the incident. The incident occurred at the multi-storied Flourish Stay B&B in the Hauz Rani area of South Delhi, and according to officials, many of those killed were foreigners. In an initial statement, the Delhi Fire Service said 37 people were rescued from the basement of the restaurant by Delhi Fire Services personnel and shifted to the hospital through centralized accident and trauma services ambulances. The fire was later brought under control, though search and rescue operations continued in the building as authorities checked for any remaining occupants. Authorities are yet to ascertain the exact cause of the fire. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed condolences at the loss of lives in the fire incident. He said, and I quote, "The loss of lives due to a fire incident in Malviya Nagar, Delhi is tragic. My condolences to those who have lost their loved ones. Wishing a speedy recovery to the injured. Authorities are providing all possible assistance to those affected." Prime Minister also announced an ex gratia of rupees 2 lakh from Prime Minister's National Relief Fund would be given to the next of kin of each deceased. The injured would be given rupees 50,000. Lieutenant Governor of Delhi Taranjeet Singh Sandhu expressed grief over the loss of lives in the hotel fire incident at Hauz Rani in Malviya Nagar. He said, and I quote, "Deeply distressed by the tragic fire at a hotel in Hauz Rani, Malviya Nagar. My thoughts and condolences are with the families of the deceased, and I join all in praying for the swift recovery of those injured." The Lieutenant Governor said police, civil and fire rescue teams were conducting operations at the site. He added that officials had been directed to ensure immediate medical aid and relief, besides carrying out a thorough investigation into the incident. Soon after the tragedy, Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta expressed grief over the tragic loss of lives in the devastating fire incident in Malviya Nagar. She expressed heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families and prayed for the speedy recovery of those injured and for strength and courage to all those affected by this heartbreaking tragedy. Immediately upon receiving information about the incident, teams of Delhi Fire Services, Delhi Police, DDMA, CATS, ambulance services and other emergency response agencies were mobilized and launched rescue and relief operations. Their swift response helped in rescuing and evacuating several persons from the affected premises. Delhi government is closely monitoring the situation. All necessary medical assistance and support are being extended to the affected families. In this hour of grief, Delhi government stands firmly with the affected families, remain committed to providing every possible support to those impacted by this tragedy. All right, our correspondent Jessica Teneja joins us for more on phone line. Jessica, bring us up to speed. What is the situation on the ground right now and what are officials telling you?
Well, right now I am in fact where this incident took place in Hauz Rani in Malviya Nagar, and I had a moment to speak with the officials as to what is now the current situation. The building, as I see, is completely blacked out. It stands out as compared to the others where it looks like it's been pretty severely damaged, Mr. Daz. And also at this point, the rescue operations have now come to a close, but there's still a lot of teams out there that would try to ascertain that with absolute necessity that that no one else is trapped. In the morning, they were able to rescue 3 personnel alive, but the rescue has, given the kind of nature of the fire and the accident, became even more difficult by the end of it. So at 8:30 around in the morning, they reported the fire, and around 8:45 is when it was reported to the Delhi Fire Services, and then the nearby station at Nehru Place had swung into action. From there onwards, there have been CATS ambulances as well, taking the injured to nearby hospital. So that has been the progress of the day of this very tragic incident that has taken place in Delhi. Second one of them just coming 10 days after what we saw was an LPG explosion in the area not so far away from here. So these repeated incidents have called into question the fire safety compliances of these restaurants and inns, and also about ensuring that such timely responses should be able to save lives at this point, because we don't know the cause as yet. No official details have been provided as to ascertaining the cause of the fire, and also about the number of people that lost their lives in this at this point. But their nationality is being said to have reported to be foreign nationals, but we're not sure. We've heard neither from the embassies, not from the authorities, as to who are these foreign nationals that have sort of been engulfed in this massive and very devastating sort of tragedy that has taken place in Krupp, the capital city, today.
Definitely, Jessica, very tragic incident indeed. Jessica, you just a while back you highlighted the rescue operation. Can you just give us more details, if you can, on the rescue operation? Is it still underway?
Well, as I just said, I spoke to the authorities who were there, and from the rescue efforts, in terms of a lot of us are not allowed to go near the site as yet. So it's very difficult to ascertain as to what the current progress is. We're waiting for the authorities to come and give us an update. But from our understanding, the rescue operations have been on since 9:45 a.m. and we're way into mid-afternoon. So as soon as the authorities tell us more about the kind of progress, they did inform us in the morning that 3 people were taken out alive. But those are the details that have been provided so far. And as per our on-ground analysis, I think there is a lot that the authorities are determining at this point, and sort of being careful in order to not cause massive hysteria in that sense. So these operations continue. We'll wait for a formal update on it soon. The authorities in front of me have put a rope around the area, so one can't physically go and verify as to what the rescue operations are at this point. Siddharth.
Definitely, Jessica. We are also confirming, waiting for the official confirmation. Any update, Jessica, on those hospitalized after being rescued?
Well, there are people being treated in hospitals. You've heard from the Chief Minister, Rekha Gupta, to the LG, who have said that they will continue to receive care and support. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to make it to the hospital at this point because I am at Hosrani, trying to get a sense of what the current situation is on the ground. But the ones that have been rescued continue to be treated in hospital with utmost care. You had the CATS ambulances, which are specially designed for situations and devastating tragedies like this, which swung into action and were also present at the site. Right now, there are, with the presence of the police and the rescue operations currently, and the teams arriving there to also do forensic analysis to ascertain the cause. So there's a lot that will be, deliberated and disclosed in a short while from now, Siddharth. We should wait for that.
Definitely, Jessica. We'll keep taking updates from you on this, but as of now, we leave it there. Thank you so much for your updates.